Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today we're taking a look at vertical multiplication, or just in shorter terms, long way times. Now for today we're only focusing on single digit multiplication. So that means that the number that we're going to multiply with or times with is just going to be made up of units. So we're not going to say times 10 or times 11 or times 12. It's just going to be from 1 to 9. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to remember when you do long way times or vertical multiplication. The first thing is you have to remember to write your units, your tens and your hundreds under each other, because that makes it so much easier when you have to multiply them and carry over your tens. And then the second thing is, just as in long way addition and subtraction, we also carry over our tens. So if you get an answer that is more than 10, you're going to write your unit at the bottom and you're going to carry over your 10. Now the other thing to remember is all the numbers at the top are being multiplied with the same number at the bottom. Alright, that's something that you have to remember. So let's try the first one. We're going to try one that's no carrying over. Okay, so let's see. 24 times, and I'm going to write the number that I times with. I'm going to write in a color. That's just going to help me to realize which number I must use and so I don't get confused. Okay, so let's say 24 times 2. We make it an easy one to start with. Okay, so I write my units under each other because 2 is a unit. It's not 12, so there's only a unit. So 4, okay, the 4 and the 2 goes under each other. And now, again, I do my 2 lines. So as with long way addition, I have the numbers plus and then the numbers. Now with long way times or vertical multiplication, I have the numbers with the times and then I have the number that I'm going to times with. Alright, so now, one thing to remember, I'm going to take my unit and I'm going to multiply it with the number that I'm timing with. Okay, so 4 times 2 is 8. So I write my 8 at the bottom because my 8 belongs in this row because I used my 4 and I used my 2. But now, with times, you're not going to say 2 times 0 because there's nothing there. No, that number also wants to be times with the 2. So you're going to say 2 times 2 is 4. So with addition, you added the numbers that are under each other. But with multiplication, all the numbers at the top are being times with the same number. That's why that number is in color, because we have to remember that we have to times all our numbers at the top with the same number in color. Alright, shall we do another one where we do some carrying over? Right, so if we have, for example, 46 times, let's say times 4. I'm just going to draw a little line here so we know we are busy with this one now. 46 times 4. Alright, so the rule that we have to remember, every number at the top wants to be times or multiplied by the number in the color, the number at the bottom. So, we're going to start. 6 times 4. 6 times 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So my unit, which is 4 in 24, goes at the bottom. And my 20 or my 2 gets carried over. I'm just going to write them in color here. To my 4. Remember, you carry it over to your neighbor. Now, just as in addition, I first do the sum that I started with. Then I'm going to add my tens. So, 4 times 4 is 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 times 4 is 16 plus my 2 I can't forget about my 2, plus my 2. 16 plus 2 is 18. Now, I write my unit. Do I have another neighbor that I can carry my 10 over to? No. So my 10 goes down. 18. So 46 times 4 is 184. So, remember, all the numbers at the top wants to be multiplied by the number at the bottom. Write that number in color. It'll make it easier for you to remember which number you have to multiply with. Second thing to remember, your 10s still get carried over to your next door neighbor. If you don't have a neighbor, you write it down. And the third thing to remember, we always start from the right. With vertical addition, vertical subtraction, and vertical multiplication, we start from the right and we work our way to the left.